Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel APM Guide. As a part of APM Gesture series using W3C API actions. Okay, in this video we will see how to perform long press gesture on a element and mobile screen. Okay, and we will demonstrate with three different examples. Okay, let's see. I'll open the emulator here. The first example, so I'll open the API demos, click on the views and then extendable lids and then custom adapter, then I do a long press here. So this menu has to come. Okay, this is one of the example. We'll automate it. And the second example is we'll open this my FastTag app. We'll enter the number here and then we do a long press so that we get this option, cut copy paste say. Okay, if I do a long press on this entered value, I get this options. Okay, this is the one. Okay, and next and third one is the I'll do a long press on the YouTube icon so that I get these options. Okay, when I do a long press on this YouTube icon, I get these options. Okay, so these three examples will perform in this video. Okay, so quickly I open the Eclipse. So we write the script for that one. I create a class as long press demo, and to save time we'll copy this before class and after class methods. Okay, copy here. Instead of repeating creating here, already I created the before class and after class code. I remove this unnecessary code here. Okay, now we are ready with the setup and tear down methods. Okay, in setup I have used a simple capabilities here, that is a platform name and automation name and a device name. Okay, my device name is Pixel 8 Pro. So this is the name of my emulator. Okay, and I am using the Android, so I am using the platform name Android, and automation name I am using UI Automator 2. Okay, now coming to our, we'll create one test here, annotation of test ng, and write the public void. So this has test1. Okay, so now what I had to open this FastTag app and I had to enter the value here and I had to do a long press. Okay, so what I will do, I'll create driver dot activate app, means I want to open that app. Okay, I had to give the package name. Already I copied here the package name of that particular app here. This is the package name. Provide the package name. Okay, now I have opened that app and now I need to enter the value there. Okay, so what I will do, I say as, because I had to perform the two actions on that one. I say web element is equal to driver dot find element appium by dot. So the locator is the Android UA automator. Okay, so I'll give the value here, locator value here. So I give the locator value here. It okay. Now I have to enter here. Enter the send keys. I enter the send keys here. Okay. In this one, I had to do a long press. Okay. After entering here, I had to do a long press, right? So this is our test here. Okay, we'll come back. So for that one, I'll create a input source. That is my virtual finger. Pointer input. I says index finger. Instead of finger 1, finger 2, I says index finger new. So I use this constructor. So I had to provide the kind. So it is enum. So I had to select this enum dot. I had to give the value here, that is touch. Okay. Now I had to give a string value here. I says index finger. Okay. So my input source object is created here. Okay, that is the virtual finger is created. Now I had to use one more class, sequence. Okay, I say sq new. I had to use this constructor input source device and incel length. I had to give. Okay, input source is the input source device, it is the index finger, and incel length as a 0. Okay, so this sequence object acts as a container of this pointer input actions. Okay, now I created the virtual finger and a container. Okay, now I had to use sequence dot. We have one method called add action. Okay, add action. Then I have to provide index finger dot. Okay, now I had to do a method, means I had to get my finger to in this position. Okay, to in this position, on this position I need to get it. Okay, I had to place my finger on this edit box. Okay, so I had to use this method. So I use this method, create pointer move offset. I'll use. Okay, so I say, so duration is initially it is 0. Okay, I'm just moving my finger, so duration dot 0. Okay, and where I have moving my finger on a mobile screen, right? So it is a viewport. Okay, I have to use pointer input dot origin dot viewport, nothing but the mobile screen. Now I am using the offset here, right? So I had to place my finger on the center of this edit box. So how we can able to calculate the center here of this edit box? Okay, we have few calculations we had to do it. Okay, so just a minute. Yeah, so we had to do some calculations here to find out the center of the element. Okay, now there is an element, right, that I say get rect here. This method I had to use. Okay, this will store x coordinate, y coordinate, width and height. Okay, so I say get x. So return type is int. Okay, I say int x. Okay, now I need to get the y. Okay, so I say ls is get rect dot get y. Okay, I got the x and y coordinates of the this edit box. See, x and y coordinate will start from the top left corner. So I got this points x and y coordinate. Okay, this point. You can see my cursor here. This x and y coordinate of the top left corner. Okay, and now I need to get the width and height of this edit box. Okay, so the next one is the I say as lx dot get rect. This method will get the x coordinate, y coordinate and the width also. Okay, I say get width and return type is int. Okay, I say int width. Okay, I got the width also. Now I need to get the height of this edit box. Okay, so that I can calculate the center of the element here. Okay, so the next one is the height. I say next is height. Return type will be int lx dot get method dot get height. Okay, now I got the x-axis value, y-axis value, width and height of this edit box. Okay, now I need to calculate the center of the element here so that I can place my finger here. Okay, and do the long press. Okay, what is the on what way I can calculate the center of the element. Okay, say I create one center of the element, one variable here. Okay, I say u. So I need to calculate it. First I will calculate here. So I need to use offset here, right? See in this one. So point. Okay, and the center of element is the type is point. Okay, I use point class here and say I say new. Okay, and point. Okay, now I need to calculate the center of the element. How I will do it? First of all, x plus width by 2. Okay, so what it mean by? So this x, okay, so we say as 10. So we say this x as 10 and width is 50. Okay, and I had to move my finger here, right? So I say 10 and here it will be 50, right? By 2 I am doing it. Okay, by 2. Okay, what will happen? It will be from here to here. I can place my finger here. Means it will come in top. The same thing I will do for y. Then my finger will place on the center of the element. Okay, this is very important when you are working on this W3C API actions class. Okay, now I am calculating the width. Like that I need to calculate for the y also. Okay, say as y plus height divided by 2. Okay, now I need to convert into a int, right? I say int for the width. Same thing I had to do for the height. Okay, and then I have to close this one. So point is x and y here. Okay, and this one height. Height, yeah, wrong. I believe spelling is HD height. Okay, so I have calculated the center of the element of this element, that is this edit box. Okay, this is the way to calculate x plus width by 2, y plus height by 2. Okay, so this is the height, y axis, and this is the width, x-axis. That is why x plus width, y plus height. Okay, by using this formula I get the center of the element. So I have provided center of the element. I have to provide here. Just click on this one. So center of the provided. Okay. Okay. Now by using this line, I have placed my finger here. Okay, my finger is in this position. Okay, now I had to press my finger. So sequence, add action. Okay, and now my finger is index finger. Okay, it has to do some action. That is, I had to move my finger, means I need to touch the screen with my finger. So what method I will use here? Create pointer down. Okay, by using this method I am pressing this screen on this element. Okay, so I had to use pointer. Sorry, here I have to place it. Okay, so I had to use pointer input dot mouse button dot, okay, dot mouse button dot left dot as arc. Okay, so this is the method I had to use to press the finger, to bring the finger down on this element here. Okay, this element. Okay, now so I need to wait here, right? It means I have to do a long press. How I will do it? Sequence dot add action. This is dot add action. Now my finger has to press it. Okay. Means I need to pause my finger for few seconds here. So I use, sorry, I had to use one class called pause. Okay, so the input source is this one. Okay, now I had to give the duration. See, I need to long press, right? So I have already by using this method already I have pressed my finger. I am pausing the finger, means I am keeping the finger for few seconds. Okay, if I give 0, it will be very fast. So I had to do a long press. So I had to provide seconds, more seconds here. So that is duration dot of seconds. Okay, I say as 5 seconds. So 5 seconds I had to press it here. Okay, then it will long press. Okay, and after pressing I need to remove my finger, means I had to remove finger from the screen, that is from the element. Okay, that is sequence dot add action, index finger dot, I had to use for raising my finger from the screen, I had to use create pointer up. Okay, here also I had to give pointer input dot mouse button dot left dot has arc. Okay, okay, so what I did here, so I created a virtual finger, that is the input source I created, and I had created a sequence object here, and by using this create pointer move method I am bringing my finger, okay, here. Okay, and I have provided center of the element so that my finger will be on the center of this edit box. Okay, and next method I have used create pointer down, means I am touching the mobile screen, that is the edit box here on the mobile screen. Okay, and by using this pass, I have pressing the finger, means I press the finger and I'm keeping for 5 seconds. Okay, so then it will be a long press. Then after 5 seconds, I am lifting my finger from this edit box. Okay, that is for I have used method called create pointer up. So by using this method, I am lifting my finger from this edit box. Okay, from the screen. Okay, now I need to run all these actions at once, right? So I had used driver dot perform. Okay, then I had to provide arrays dot has list. Then I had to pass this sequence here. Okay, so regarding this thing, I have discussed very elaborately in this video. Okay, you just go through this in this video. I have explained this what exactly this in pointer input sequence and perform method. Okay, please go this in this video, you can understand very well. Okay, and in this video I have shown how to calculate the screen display screen and the x and y coordinates of a element. Okay, what is the x and y coordinate, what is here width and height, how to calculate center of the element, all this I discussed in this video. Okay, so I will place this thing in icons. Please click on that one and go through this video. Okay, we can understand that one. Okay, coming back to our video. Okay, now my code is ready. So I am activating the fast track app. So I have got this locator value, and I am sending the value here in the edit box. Just it. Okay, here I will enter 1 2 3 4, and then I use my index finger to do the long press here, so that we can get the options of cut, copy, paste here. Okay, this is our first example. Okay, and so this is our first example. So I'll just copy this one. So I'll do the same activity for second one. Okay, so instead of wasting time, I can do for second one here. Okay, so I say test 2. Okay, and I do it as a priority here. Priority one. First I need to run this one, and then I need to run this one. Okay, priority 2. Okay, so in this example, what we are doing it here. So this is a first test. In second test, I'll open this API demos. Okay, click on views, click on the expandable lists, and then custom adapter, and then I do a long press here on people name, so that I get this menu. Okay, this is our example. Okay, we need to automate this functionality. Okay, now we write the code here. Okay, in this one I need to activate API demos, right? Okay, see, before that one, what I will do, I will close that previously opened app. I say terminate app. So I have to give this one, because I opened that app, right? I need to close that app also. So I use this method called driver dot terminate app. Okay, I'll close this one. Yes, now it closed. So what I do, I give few. After I give that dot sleep here, so that I give some time to close the app properly, the first app. So that dot sleep. Okay, now I add throws here. Okay, now we are activating this app, that is the API demos. Already I copied the package name, so I use this package name here. So I am opening the API demo package, and this is not needed. Okay, now already I have copied that locator values of that flow. Okay, I just copy that one. So first of all, I click on the views, right? So I write the code driver dot find element appium by I using accessibility ID. So this is the value. So I need to click on the views. First I click on views. Okay. Now next I click on the extendable label. So I'll copy this one. Okay. I need to provide this locator value. Okay. And next one is the custom adapter. By using appium inspector, I got this locator values. Okay, and now next one. Okay, so here that is the here I need to so views and click on views. In the meantime, to open it, so I'll say driver dot find element. Okay. appium by, so this is the Android UI automator. Okay, so I use this value, locator value there. Okay, here I will say as this thing as an element. Okay, okay, so what I will do here, I will just copy this one, I remove this one, so I make it as here. Yeah, so this web element. So yeah, so here I need to characterize the center, right? So I'll copy this one, same thing. Instead of recreating the code, I just copy here. Okay, so I got the center of the element here. Okay, why this is not came? Okay, now my center of the element is there. Okay, so I calculate the center of the element of that people's name. Okay, now I need to got this one, so I remove this one. So I copied the code from the text one. Okay, so same code I had to use, that is the center of element. So same code I am reusing here. Okay, so that it click on this one people's name, LongPress. Okay, and this is our second test. The third test, I need to long press on my YouTube icon, right? So my image is getting rebooted. Okay, so quickly we create the third test. Third test. Priority 3, I run 30 and say name the test 3. Okay, now I not want this things here, so I remove all this unnecessary code here. Okay, here in third test I need to click on this YouTube, right? I need to press this YouTube. Okay, I do a long press on this one so that I get this option. Okay, so what I had to do, I had to provide the x and y coordinate here. Okay, instead of this offset, okay, instead of this one offset, see this is contains, okay, duration, origin and offset, but I had to provide x and y coordinate. How I get the x and y coordinate of this YouTube icon? Okay, so I'll click to open the appium inspector, so I can fetch the x and y coordinate of this YouTube. Okay, so let's say, yeah, so it is platform name is Android, automation, name is automator Appium server is running? No. Okay, so sir, I can start the session. So quickly I say Appium, I run the Appium server. But I can start a new session and get the X and Y coordinates of this YouTube by using Appium inspector. Yeah, so I say, and yes, start session. It says automation name. What happened to automation name? UI automated cannot be a blank. No, I'm not giving a blank. Just a minute. Okay, I given wrong name here. So it is automation name. Okay, start the session. So I missed the N here, automation name. Okay, now my API inspector is started so that I can get this X and Y coordinates here and I can use it in my script here. Okay, so my session is getting started. Yeah, so I need to get this X and Y coordinate here, right? So I will go to this tab swipe by coordinate. So I need to click on this one. So this is 11, I say as 1144 1319 X and this one 1390 1935. Okay, same coordinates I will use here. Open this one. So instead of this one I say create pointer move. Instead of offset, point offset, I use X and Y here. Okay, so duration will be the 0. Okay, and then origin I say as pointer input dot origin dot viewport. Okay, I need to give X. So my X value is 1144 and Y value is 1935. Okay, by using X and Y I am using here, but in my first test and second test I have used the offset. That is a point I have used here. Okay, point. Here I am using X and Y coordinate values here. Okay, so let's go here. See, it is okay. This is the I need to click here. Okay, so when I long press here, it has to open the menu here. Okay, this is all. I close this one. Quit session here. So I not want this API inspector now. So I got the X and Y coordinates, and based upon X and Y coordinate I will move my finger on this X and Y coordinate and I do a long press here. Okay, so I just go through it. So the first I just add here, this is for performing long press, okay, on FastTag app on the edit box. Okay, same thing here I say, yes. Okay, and here I say sys out, so I can fit in console. Okay, performing the long press on the FastTag app on the edit box. Okay, and so I give some time to open this one. So I use return off so that we can discuss, okay, the code here. So I say set.sleep 5 seconds. I add throws here. Okay, so I have opened the app. Okay, and I have navigate to this edit box and I enter this value and I'll calculate the center of element and I create the finger here and I will press the long press here. Okay, and then after that one here also I give some sleep so that we can see the action. Okay, so once it is done, I'll close the app. Okay, I give the package name. Now in second one, okay, I'll come back here and I will activate the API demos app. Okay, then I'll navigate to views, expandable lists, and then I'll navigate to custom adapter. Then on this element I need to do a long press. Okay, so I calculate the center of the element, okay, and do a long press here. Then I need terminate, right? I will terminate this app also. Driver dot terminate method I use, and I have to provide the package name of that app. Okay, wait. Yeah. Okay. So before terminating, I give some time. Okay, I provide so that we can discuss the code. Okay, and after terminating, what I will do, I'll provide some more time here. Okay, and why it is I had to do one more. Yeah. Okay, so I'm providing this thread.slip so that we can discuss what exactly happened in lines of code. Okay, so it is done. So here also I mentioned as okay, performing long press on this one, right? I say perform long press on the people names people names list. Okay, so I'll do this out. Okay, provide here. So if I can print the in my console. Okay, okay, same thing I had to give here also, so that I can say okay, use here perform long press on the YouTube icon. Okay, same thing I'll give as a comment here. Okay, yeah, so I provided the print here. Okay, so my code is ready. So the first one I am doing a long press on the FastTag app. Okay, and second one and API demos, I'll navigate to this thing and I'm clicking on a long press on people's name list. Okay, and the third one I am doing long press on the this icon. Okay, if anything I'll close it. Okay, now we run the script. API, yeah, my Appium server is running. Let's run the script. First it has to open the FastTag app. Yes, FastTag app opened, and it has to enter 1 2 3 4. Then I do a long press so that I can see the this is done. So I can see this menu here. Copy paste all this. So it closed. So I terminated the app. Now it has to open the API demos. Click on views, expand list, custom adapter, and do a long press. So I got this menu. Okay, to test or pass. And third one, I terminate this app. So that's why I provided the time there, thread.slip. And third one, I have to press on YouTube so that I get this menu. Yes, yes, exactly. So we have done 3 practical examples on long press here. Okay, so Okay, to do a long press, right, I had to pause. Using pause, I had to provide the duration of more. Now if you provide only 1 second, it will be a tap. Okay, so I had to provide few more seconds so that it will be a long press. Okay, so if you like this video, please click on like button and subscribe my channel. So keep learning and happy learning. Thanks for watching. Bye.